Alright, let's play Gradius Gaiden for the PlayStation. Now this is my favorite Gradius game of all time. I'm just going to play one credit, so I won't be able to show you the whole game, but I'll see how far we can get. We have a selection of 4 ships here. The Vic Viper is a standard Gradius ship. It's got all the regular power-ups. The Falcon Beta has the Ripple Laser instead of double, and it's got the Disruptor Laser, which is an interesting type of laser. I'm not going to mess with it today. The Jade Knight, instead of double, it's got this bubble, this close-range bubble attack, and that's just crap, so I'm skipping that. And finally, the Lord British has the Gravity Bomb instead of laser, which is a neat attack except for stage 3, the Crystal stage. You really need laser for that stage. So I'm going with the classic Vic Viper. And I'm going with the Force Field. Even though there's a lot of things in this game that'll kill you despite you having a Force Field. But it's still, I think, better than the other ones. We start out beyond the White Storm. These guys are the standard popcorn enemies that give you power-ups in Gradius games. I always go for speed up. If I can kill this guy. Speed up, and then I go straight to option. And then after my option, I'll generally go to missile, but depending on the game, like in Gradius 5, I'll go for 2 options. Or in this game, when I forget to pick missile. So let's just go for option instead. But I'll get missile here anyway. So yeah, by the time you finish this beginning part, you ought to have 2 options and a missile, in my opinion. And instead of laser, I'm just going to go for another option, because you don't really need laser yet. There's a lot of turrets in this stage. They can be annoying. And once again, I'll go for another option. I could have gotten missile there, but I felt like an option. It doesn't really matter. Now, the neat thing about Gaiden is you can power up your weapons twice. So I got missile 2 here. And my missiles have become more powerful. They have little smoke trails now, which is pretty cool. And you can do that for any power-up except for option and force field. And I can get laser now, because there's pretty much nothing else to get but force field. You kill that little spinny guy. He's just there for no reason, really. My next power-up will probably be laser level 2. Get this guy. Now I have to take care of the top, middle, and the bottom, and then go back to the middle. There we go, laser 2. And finally, I can get force field, and I think I ought to have that by the time I get to the boss. Maybe I'll be one short. Alright, now this part you gotta not go up top because the things drop down from up there. Alright, force field, and I'm fully powered up by the time I get to the boss. Now, of course, fully powered up does not mean I have every speed up. I might get a second speed up later in the game, but right now, I'm happy with just 1. I don't really need 2. This boss is, of course, the Ice Worm. He's kind of like a sandworm from Dune, but he lives in the ice. Now here, laser attack, you got to go up top to dodge those. And that's probably the one attack this guy does that you can't really predict, like, he doesn't really warn you about, which kind of annoys me, but whatever. Okay, his butt turned white and he's dead. Hooray. On to stage 2, Requiem for Revengers. I love this stage because it's like a nostalgia stage, a throwback to all the previous Gradius games. And this is like a tribute to all the bosses that you've slain in the series. It's like a scrapyard, and it's got all these bosses sort of floating around, and all the dead husks of bosses, including a whole bunch of big cores. But that's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, now I gotta get back to force field and then leave it on there in case I need it really suddenly. Like I get another hit and I'll lose my force field. So I want to avoid power-ups for right now. This guy's gonna fall. That's another big core, look at him. I'm probably gonna die doing this, but I'm gonna attempt to go up top and show you some more bosses. There's Tentacle Boss. Game too fun. I can't remember what game you first showed up in. Probably Gradius 2. And then this guy shoots lasers, another big core. He's stuck in the wall. Let's see, now this section, just a second here, we'll get past it. It's going to offer us a choice to go the top route or the bottom route. And I always pick the bottom route. Here we go. You have a wall up here and a wall down here. I'm going to blow up this wall and pick this bottom route, because I think this boss is probably a little easier. Okay. Force field. Watch out for these missiles. These will kill you even if you have force field.
Watch your back.
And I have to watch out for these space worms floating around, coming from behind. Which kind of annoys me, but whatever. They warn you, so it's not that bad. It's not like freaking R-Type where they just show up. You're expected to know that they're coming. And that guy's really nice. He stops shooting lasers when the screen scrolls enough. I'm on force field, so I'm not collecting these. Because if I do, then I'll lose force field. Although I might run into one accidentally during this boss fight. Oh, they're fading. It's okay.
Destroy the core.
Now this boss reminds me a lot of, you know, the Sentinels in the Matrix, those robots with the tentacles. Ah, jeez. And yeah, this guy looks a lot like that. Now, depending on the rank, his attacks will be much harder. Like right now, he does 4 laser attacks. Sometimes he'll only do 2 if you died already. And I can't verify this, but it looks like his tentacle attack is longer, also, because I'm on high rank.